It's a pity that our South African government wait for things to be out of hand. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Jones. Why not TV? Please subscribe. Our government in South Africa, they wait for things to be out of hand, to be worse, to be uncontrollable anymore. That's when they make statements. And the fact is, they make statements. They don't make robust principles on the issues which is causing violence. You know, in South Africa, foreigners, they end up feel at home or feel like they belong in South Africa or count themselves as a part of the South Africans. And there is no such. If I'm a South African, I go to Nigeria, I'm a visitor, and one of the good days, I know that I will come back and I will be buried in my homeland. Even to wherever nation or country where I can visit, I should always know that I'm just a visitor. So I like the word that she mentioned when she said, don't forget that you are visitors here in South Africa, because people like Nigerians and Zimbabweans, they do forget that they are visitors here in South Africa, because when you go to another country from your country, you must visit there for work purpose or for any duty which you went there for. It's either on the issue of employment or it's either on any social affairs. But concerning, the issue of contributing to a country where you are going, even if you are touring as an adventure, but you need to know and remember that you are not going there or being there forever. So you must abide by the rules. The fact in South Africa is that when visitors come in our country, South Africa, they are not given the rules and make them understand why and how and what time they should spend here and what is expected of them. So most of them, they got married, have kids, own big companies, and then end up feel like being at home and still even forgetting that they came here for a certain purpose. And then at the end of the day, they end up apply for permanent residency, and which is not wrong, but while they have to abide by the rules of the country. So now, Nigerians, there is no country in South Africa which feels powerful than Nigerians when they are here in South Africa. Nigerians, they feel so powerful, they feel so entitled to this country. They feel like they are being part and parcel of this country, and which is not. So thank you, Mrs. Nsaveni, for reminding all the Nigerians and other countries that they are visitors.
Mabana baka batho ba wegi ke batho ba sekombula kai mutho go morori wa ka mutho pele mutho yo o ulile o nyaka bona bo papa.
Okay, na mali bitsola ka ke Siphiwe ke tswa Gauteng mo me wa ka a dulang teng. O njwetse gore ntata ka ke Robert Raboy ke batla o tseba gore ntata ka o a sang a o jwetse kana le one day ya sang ai gore ke poso ya ntata wa ka wa kumele a o jwetse pele before na kitla
ga se bombo ja selo nna
hlalosa ntate ke ngosang jotse mekana
ne a botse o na le dilo tse dingwe a di boleleng o no di bolela wa kry-a gore motho yo a di tšee
so baba a kry gane gore ke tlisa mathata mo cause mme a tsebe at all kana so a kena bothata ka ntho eo
no ka se be le problem e ka no ba ona ka o
kae ka mo ka mozeno wa ka ka
wena
ka mo mozoko wa ka
mona a re apetsa ba jametse wena o thomile le wena bja
thomile ine
ngo do le ta ba
jametse o bala tsa ka mona mo ba dile
ngwana
not gamo
wa tswa mosadi yo thomile
mosadi yo wa ine
o tele ja le taba wena mona
ai no wena tele ja le taba abana ba ka ba o ba kusoko ena sa phusha bana bangwe ba ka nte
wa tswa re ke mosadi yo thomile
ya o tswa re ke mamfa
ya tele ja le taba je ja le
ba ba kutshanya nna ke ben kutshanyea ke thoma phela na bele ka nna benyini ka a re bele nna ke khona o zindiyela
niyo lento le ngibe ngamtsheli ngayo indaba isukela kona la umuntu wakukhulumela khashana ukhuluma too much
ngiyakhuluma ngani bana ba kana ba do bakutshanyela bokusa futhiwa ba ba ka mo bakusokola
asafuthiwa ke ra
ka bana ba ba ka
wazara ke na yo
ko bantshwarele mama tata ka song support
Now you go look for your father when you are a very big grown woman, very big grown lady who has children. So I find it this unfair for real. You know, you can look for your father at your young age. You know, look for your father everywhere. I understand that there is lots of situations where you find that your mother doesn't want to explain. She doesn't want to explain who are you, where's your father. Some of the women, they can say your father is dead, your father is no more, or your father doesn't love you, your father, and then she speak bad about your father until you are grown up enough to make plans to look for your father. But now, when your father is married, how can the other woman, the wife of your father, believe that indeed you are the daughter? Because the way you are grown up now, the father's wife may think that you are a girlfriend or something because you are already a grown-up woman. You see, that's a very conflicting issue, a confusing situation. And at that age, it seems like you are looking for your father because you are having serious hardships. And now it's like you are just coming to be opportunistic because maybe it's either you want your father to talk to the ancestors, open doors for you, but for the whole time, where were you?
Nitama at Efe. Sorry G, you ne yindlu. I dibuse bese se tolwe na thaka.
Nele toilet loko ugwedla mati lawa ya mapupu mama vuya hala ndeni ka yini.
Hala next door hala one abangeni toilet at all. Loko va nghena toilet thaka leriya ni ri nghena a kitchen hinkwawo.
Ku hava munhu a nga byi dyaka vuswa ri handle la. Hinkwavo vanhu lava nga la hi karhele hi khale hi karhi hi famba hi ya ka masipala nga hi pfuni nchumu ku hava n'wana hi pfuna ku hi swin'wana.
It's a pity that the people still rely on municipality because these guys, the municipal people, they go there to sleep. If you can go to municipality, you will find that the people, those who are working there, they don't even have any idea of what they are doing. They just get money for free, a salary for free. They are not doing anything. I remember one time this Mojalav went there, they found them hiding everywhere. They ran to hide themselves. Being a poor person is just like a curse. Being poor. If you don't have money, you don't have, support system. It's just like a curse because even those people that they know that it's their job to help people, they can't even help. And those people who still get salary, Those who still get the government money to do their work, they cannot do their work. So now you can stress going to municipality all your life, while those people, they wake up every morning, go to the municipality to do what? When people are suffering around, people are struggling.
We cannot be a country that prides itself with having a concept called unemployed graduate. It must be an insult. It must be a taboo. No graduate must be unemployed.
In fact, you specifically speak about artisans and engineers and how they gotta create jobs.
Once, Polokwane TVET, its courses must be linked with the industries that are relevant in Polokwane. And some of these kids, as they're still at school, they must be taking practicals in those institutions, and SETA providing money to these companies to pay these kids stipends, to give them both theoretical and practice at the same time. When they leave, already those companies would have chosen 10 of them, 20 of them. You guys, when you are done, you're coming straight here. Doctors, to be a doctor, it takes a lot of time, and not only
7 years.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
You finish.
Cost us about 1.2 million per annum.
Yeah,
to train
you finish, you still have to toy to march for a job. We can never have enough doctors. Not in our country like this. Every doctor, 6 months before they graduate, they should have been linked to a hospital. Immediately, that when you leave here, your job is waiting for you. And then, especially where they were doing those practicals. Yeah. They're already familiar with the environment, they are there, and all of that. So we know at home when something goes wrong, the adults come in
quickly.
So there are no adults in these government buildings, adults who say, no, but this is wrong. To have a pile of debt in a hospital, not collected, it can be. And then you say there are no jobs. When there is a pile of debt, people can be hired directly, insourced, to clean a hospital.
But money is out for that job. So it's not so much about people being hired. It's because somebody's taking the money and not doing the job.
And they are sharing it. It's not only him. It's him and politicians, and not only politicians, including administrators.
That's great, Mr. Malema. That's great. That's great. Let me read you comments from where I got this video from. Someone commented and said, but guys, is there any politician that can match this guy ideologically here in South Africa? Another one commented and said, don't listen with anger. Don't mind those saying you prioritize foreigners because they don't understand what you want to be done. If they listen with no understanding about open borders concept, then they will never know the facts. Another one commented and said, what I like about Malema, even though I'm not an EFF person, he still has compassion and love for South Africa and its youth. Another one commented and said, I support all these ideas except opening the border in this rate of crime and bad economy. Another one commented and said, I wish to see Mr. Malema be a president. I'm not EFF, but I agree with him lots of things he talks. Is very smart guy. Another one commented and said he got a chance of joining GNU and implement his ideas. Why must he have full power first in order to initiate that? Another one commented and said, just saying the obvious things to get votes. Every politician does this. Sounds good when they seem to sympathize. Another one commented and said, prioritize foreigners, this one. Another one commented and said, you do realize there was technical high schools in the past and government closed them. Even look at your end courses at technical colleges are stopped. This government don't want working people.
Uniform you are wearing is the flag of our country. You go in there and you and give peace to every mother that has a child that's been terrorized with a child that is on drugs. Julle gaan haal hy kinders uit die Pella-posse uit. You go fetch our children from the clutches of these gangsters that has been keeping them in the Pella-posse. That is your work. You go and represent every victim that has fallen prey to gender-based violence. You're going to make sure that the Cape, the Western Cape, no longer has the highest rate of abandonment. Julle gaan seker maak, daar's nie 'n kind op die Kaapse vlakte nie wat slaap in 'n honnehok. That is what you are going to do here today. Daar's niks toto as from today onwards. I want to thank everyone that's here. Thank you, PC. Thank you to all the generals. Ons gaan so maak in die Kaap, because for too long, our families have been suffering. We're going to do this and we're going to do it properly. We're going to bring peace. We're going to bring unity. And ek wil vir die, my mission here, my agenda here, because here for the drugs and the gangs, they have corrupted, they have destroyed the moral fabric of our families. Elke kind terug in die klaskamer in. Let us look at the reunification of our families. Communities, as jy nou tyd om video's te vat as julle hierdie mense sien nie. You work with them. I call on you. Julle moet nou eintlik die grootste pimpies is in julle gemeenskappe in. We want those addresses. Without your support and cooperation, gaan niks hier so werk nie. You send all the information to SAPS. We're going to monitor it. I am going to be keeping a close eye over everything that is happening. Go well, be safe, and give it your best. I thank you.
At first, I wanted to laugh when I hear this, but I realized that South Africa is a movie. South Africa is just like a playing ground for criminals, illegal foreigners, and all of those who want to disrespect our laws in South Africa. And I realized that sometimes even the police, they become neutral, and sometimes the police, their hands are bound because they don't know what to do or act sometimes because they are not given mandate what to do. Sometimes they can see wrongs happening, crimes being committed, but if the president doesn't enforce the law, the president doesn't speak with passion and make sure that he deal decisively with the crime and irregularities that is going on in South Africa, then at the end of the day, our South Africa becomes the Banana Republic, our beautiful South Africa. So now, we need a woman like this to be a minister, someone who is robust, to speak fluently and give command to the police, because our police, their hands are tied. They don't know what to do and how to act. Till we meet again next time, my name is Dr. John Swainer TV. Bye.